Hello, hello. I'll give it a minute for people to come in. Just thought I would kind of give an update while I sit here with Benadryl kicking in. Yeah. New Year's is always pretty chill for me since not living at home anymore. We just kind of hang out. When you get older, hanging out is good. All the days of doing all-nighters and things like that. Yeah. I mean, I kind of pulled an all-nighter, but not exactly. I went to bed. Ouch. That was tighter than I expected it to be. My brush has disappeared. Hello, Jennifer. Happy New Year to you. Gonna thinking about like how this last year has been. Looking forward to the new year. Stability. Mostly for my health. Ugh. Typically I went to bed around 2 a.m. But I only slept for a little while. And then I didn't fall back asleep until like 5 or 6. And then I slept till like 9 or 10. But that's my normal for me. A lot of times I either fall asleep like at midnight or 2 and sleep for a little while. And then I'm up until like 4, 5, 6 o'clock. And then I fall back asleep for a while. But yeah, last night was one of those nights where insomnia was a bitch. I was pretty sore last night, so it was really hard to get comfortable. And, hey, 1 second, guys. Hi, babe. I am on YouTube at the moment. I would tell you to say hi, but they can't hear you. No, they can't. Hey, in a few months, guys, we'll be able to live stream together. Everybody's saying hi now. If we can figure out how to do it together, yeah, but I'm not sure how to do 2 people streaming at the same time on YouTube. I don't even know if you can. But oh, fair. Yeah. But anyway, what'd you guys do for your new year other than sleep, apparently? I'm so boring when it comes to New Year. Like, I used to do, like, all-nighters with my siblings and our church when we were going to church. And we'd rent out the YMCA for the night, and we would go all night. And then, like, at 8 o'clock, we'd all go to breakfast, and then we'd all go and crash at somebody's house. So that's what we used to do. Now it's just like, okay, I'm making it till midnight, and then I'm doing, then, all bets are off. But, yeah. Hey-oh. That's you? Oh, you changed your name. Oh, okay. I forgot you changed your name. I'm like, I don't recognize that. But, yeah, it's just been kind of a chill. Playing on a game. New Year's, went to bed. Cat was a piss. Yeah. My cats. I swear to God. Leo was just a mess yesterday. And he just was like very vocal. Kind of just meandering around the house. He was rather unsettled. And later that night, Simon was sleeping under the nightstand. It's the printer table. It's not my nightstand anymore. But he was sleeping under a table, and all of a sudden Leo just goes and bites him and just wants him to play. And Simon's like hissing and all that stuff. Hang on, babe. And then they just were at it all night long, just running back and forth. Not all night long, but for a while. Yes, babe. Oh, I can add you. I've only got like 1. Hello. I don't know what language that is, but hello. But yeah, it's just been, I think it's Arabic, yeah. Is that Arabic? It's got to be something like that. But no, we're finally hitting the I'm stable, guys. Like, I am much more stable now than I was at the start of the year. Um, Hang on. I don't know. There we go. Uh, but this year started out pretty rough. Last Christmas, yeah, I'm on my phone right now because Discord's currently using my camera and microphone and stuff, so it won't let me do both very well. Um, but yeah, we've had a rough year. All the way up until right before Christmas. It's been kind of a hectic year. But the things that were hectic at the beginning of the year are no longer hectic now. You know, I've been on a feeding tube since July, as far as like solidly on a feeding tube since July, and we're finally starting to really see my body kind of regulate. Um, Reactions are down, POTS is well managed, um, and yeah, it's just we're getting to that stable point. Mind you, my reactions are still, you know, I have to take Benadryl every day, and I take an ungodly amount of antihistamines every day. I take 4 times the dose of every antihistamine I am on. So it's a lot. A lot, a lot. And they barely do the thing. The most influential medication in my world right now is Singulair. That one is one that I am not on 4 times the dose on because that one's a little different. It's an asthma allergy medication. I used to be on it years ago for managing asthma, and then I quit it. And I discovered that it's a mast cell stabilizer. So I talked to my doctor, and she's like, "Yeah, no problem. We can put you on that." So I've been on it for a while, but it's just because of all the nutrition. Actually, made it till midnight. Nice. Um, because my nutrition levels are finally starting to regulate, my gut is starting to regulate. The reactions are getting lower. We know more of my triggers now than we did. So long as we don't cook onions, I'm pretty good. Or cut onions, or have onions in the house for that matter. So, yeah, we're getting there. This year coming up, we have not got anything big planned at the moment for my health wise. I really wanted to get a hysterectomy done because I have really rough time of the month, and I have cysts that grow like crazy to the point of this one is massive. One of the biggest I've ever had. It's almost 7 centimeters. I'm at quite a bit of risk for torsion, and I kind of wanted to have that like taken out. I'm 37. Let's just go. And unfortunately, I am not a great candidate for it, which as a trans man kind of sucks. But basically, with once you take out the uterus and ovaries, you have to do hormone replacement. And yes, men do have estrogen production, but I am not a candidate to take that, even if I needed it. So that's kind of a really big stop in why we aren't doing it right now while it's not emergent. Babe, we can't do that because the ovary is what produces the hormone. But yeah, so I'm not really a candidate for it. So we had to find then an option for treating the cysts because the minute I was off birth control, that thing went nuts. My cyst went crazy. It was so painful. I was like doubled over from it. And the reason it got big is because my birth control was not absorbing properly through my tube. And we only had so many options. So I ended up going with that implant that lasts 3 to 5 years. It might be a bitch to get out, but either way, it should help manage that cyst a lot better than the oral medication I was on for it. So here's to that cyst resolving, getting rid of that pain, all that jazz. No, if you cut out an ovary, it doesn't grow back. The cyst is okay. So I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, and basically, when you have that disease, you get multiple cysts on your ovaries at a time. There are kind of two different camps with that. Some people get a ton of little tiny ones, or others get like a couple massive ones. And I have that second option. My roommate actually has the first one. She gets tons of little ones. It looks like holes all over. Mine go big. But yeah, you can, yeah, that's all kind of thing. But what happens with polycystic ovarian syndrome is every time you ovulate, you create a cyst. Instead of creating an egg, there's a follicle in your uterus or your ovary that would be turning into the egg. Mine turns into a cyst. And sometimes they're hemorrhagic, which means they've got a lot of blood in there, and sometimes they're just regular fluid. Currently, this one's just fluid, so we don't really have to do anything about it at this time. Now, if it gets to an emergent situation, then obviously they'll do something about it, and we'll figure it out from there. But we're kind of like in that phase of I'm a really high risk for surgeries. So we don't do them unless they're an emergency type of deal or like really, really, really needed. Now that might be different. That will be different with top surgery. I would love to pursue getting that done this year, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. I can start pursuing it, but given that I don't have the doctor that was willing to do it anymore, it's going to be a little more of a hassle, which kind of sucks, but oh well. They'll go when they'll go. But I am going to be starting the process very soon of seeking hormone replacement, whatever, going in for transitioning at some point this year. That is my goal. If I get nothing else done, that's my goal for this year, is to start transitioning, whatever that looks like for me. I don't know yet. I, in theory, would like to do testosterone. I don't know how that will go for me for a few different reasons. One of them being injections can be a problem in my body because of my connective tissue disease. For example, I got a shot like 3 weeks ago. No, it was almost 3 weeks ago. I got a shot in my arm for a medication, Bentyl, and that thing, A, didn't work, and B, it started hurting like a week after I got it, and it bruised, and it's like, my body is so weird with shots that I don't know how testosterone will do. Maybe with sub-Q it'll be a little bit different, but I don't know. So we kind of have to talk to the doctor about that and see where we go. But that is something I would really, really like to do this year, if at all possible. The other big thing that is going to be this year, the biggest thing probably this year, is going to be the move. And that's going to happen for me in April. Our lease here is up April 30th. I would like to be out of here by the beginning of April. We'll see how it works out, what availabilities there are, but we're starting that process now. I have a place in mind. I just need to know, like, if they do, like, low income or whatever, so that I can kind of start that process of figuring things out. Happy New Year, you big bab. No, I'm not a big bab. Oh, you guys want to see one of my Christmas presents, though, from one of my good friends? I have an owl, Binky. I have another one that goes with this set, but I've been wanting to get these for a while, ever since I saw them. As long as whenever, I can't talk. This is the Benadryl brain kicking in, guys. I wanted to get these as soon as I saw them released. There's another set that I want to get to. Actually, there's 2 more sets I want to get, but I have to wait till I have money. And it's getting really dark in here. Maybe I should turn on my light. Hang on, let me turn on my light. Ow! Oh! Shit! Fuck! Damn! I just yanked on my feeding tube. That hurt. That hurt a lot. You guys got to see. You guys aren't probably gonna geek out about this, but I am. I'm a geek when it comes to this. But light. Light. Now I gotta get down here without tangling myself again. You guys want to see what I'm doing for my business? You got a cute onesie. I don't do onesies as much right now because really the main reason is I go to the bathroom a lot. Undoing a onesie on top of undoing a diaper is really annoying. But I do have some clothes from Little Kink Boutique that are like a 2-piece set, and they are not a onesie, and I need to wear them more, but it's kind of cold, so I don't. But anyway, you guys have to geek out with me over my newfound, my newfound business, my newfound addiction. Yep. And that is making these things. And these things go around your feeding tube. I can show it, I guess. Let's see. Let's do this the right way. Like, see, they go around here and they keep this from being on their skin. And it's more comfortable, less skin irritation. And it absorbs any fluids that might leak out, because the stoma is a direct line into your stomach and intestine, and you can get bile drainage. But I am like making tons of these, like way more than I need. These are not all for me. I'm selling these. But I'm trying to find some of the cute ones I have that I wanted to show everybody. Oh, these ones are really pretty. This is the one I'm wearing right now. I have like, this is one I have a whole set here that I'm selling. We got like a retro game one kind of thing. We got avocados because I love avocados. We got Pokemon. I have a whole set of those I made myself. My favorite one is Piplup. So I was so happy Piplup was on there. I've got things like Super Mario. I've got, what else? Sea Turtles. I've got like all different prints that are really quite cool. I have a Baby Yoda one that I bought myself. So cute. But that's my new obsession, and I currently have like 300, I don't even know, I'd have to count them up quite honestly and see how many of these I've sewn, because I've sewn so many of them. Yeah, Little Kink is good. I like them. Up to 322. How? Yuki, where? You're gonna need a house soon with all that. Where's the ones I was looking for? I can't find them. I must put them all away already. But yeah, like this thing, full of them. 3 rows, 4 rows really. Like all of them are full. So this is my new obsession, my business that I'm doing. I will eventually hopefully get back into the binkies at some point, but we have to base that on if I can do resin or not. And if I cannot do resin, then we have to wait till Chloe moves in to help me with the resin. And then I have to teach her, and I'm really picky about it. I will just say that. Really, really picky. I am. You see a plushie? Oh, IKEA plushie. Oh. Have I shown you guys Jasper? I want to say they helped me pick out the name for him. My most recent acquire is this. It's a Gila monster. One of the only venomous lizards in the United States. I believe they are native to Arizona. Or at least that's where they are. I don't know if they're native to the States, but it's one of the only ones. He's got a little tail. I love him. I can't wait till I move and can have my plushies accessible. Again, they're all in the other room and in the closet in the other room. You guys haven't seen Jasper? Oh, Jasper is my new, one of my favorites. I might have to collect all of these because they have 5 colors now. They have gray, pink, orange, and blue. So 4 colors. I might have to collect all of them. However, yeah. No, it was gray and green. I have the Etsy shop for him. But anyway, that when I bought him, the color that I wanted originally, which was going to be the green and gray one, was not available. So I went with this one because this is the only large one they had, and I love him to death. But this, he's 4 pounds. Yeah, he's heavy. He's a heavy little thing. This is Jasper. I love him. He usually goes to the hospital with me. Sometimes I don't take him because he is really heavy. And if I'm packing a lighter bag, I don't take him all the time. But, oh really? I got him from a place called Third Planet. It's a local shop. They're awesome. They have like really, it's like a new age store kind of. So they've got like crystals and incense and chakra bowls and things like that. All sorts of things. And then they do like clothing and bags and stuff and like unique things that you don't see everywhere. So this is Jasper. He is great for on my chest or if I can get it. I can't really get it very well with the position I'm in, but I lay on him a lot. So yeah. It's cute because my sister has an axolotl named Axel, I believe. I have another axolotl plush that is in the other room. His name is Axel. It matches Yuki's. But I have a thing about axolotls. They're awesome. I love them. They are cute as can be. I would own one, but I don't have a fish tank right now. So, yeah. But, oh, this is also one that I got. Sorry, Simon, I stole it. I'll give it back. It's warm from Simon. Simon has stolen this plushie. This is now Simon's plushie. He's very annoyed that I took it away from him. But my mom bought this for me. It's to kind of, it's a snitch plushie. It's a snitch. But it is now Simon's go-to favorite thing to lay with. It's kind of cute. Currently he is chilling on his blanket. You guys see the blanket he's laying on, that gray thing right there? I bought that years ago for $100 because I'm really picky about blankets. Well, dumbass me did not check the inside of the blanket, and it has a horrid texture, and I cannot handle it. And so it ended up that the cat stole it anyway, so okay. But these are the 4 plushies. 5, well, there's 5 because one's over here. This is my kitty. This is my sneaky kitty that goes. This is one Chloe bought, and this and this and this, and he has a zipper to hide things in. But he's on my bed all the time. Neo, who's behind me, and those 3 over there. But those are my bed plushies for now. I need a bigger bed so I can have more plushies. You want to say hi, Simon? Say hi to everybody. He is like, you woke me up. I don't want to say hi. He's my sweetheart, though. He is my little angel baby. Except for last night, you were being a butthead. His chin is his favorite thing. Especially, like, right on the tip of his chinny chin. You have really bad breath. Whew. Leo has taken up residence upon my towel that I was supposed to use for showering today. So, guess who's not taking a shower today? I usually shower the day before I get my part access, which I'm not accessed currently. But it looks rough. This is all not happy skin. But, yeah. Your axolotl is Virgil. See, you spell it funny. I would spell it V-I-R. What is a blaha? What blaha? I don't know how to pronounce that. Blaha. What the heck is a blaha? Oh, shark plushie. Okay. Blahai, blahai, blah. How does that say J? Bleha? Bloho? Bloho? Maybe I should turn you off headphones so if people can hear you. Hang on. We're good. Because you're talking. All right. Oh, no. There it is. Bloha? Blaha. Bruha. But yeah. Oh, that was a honey mustard burp. That was not fun.
I cannot hear you hardly at all now. What the hell?
Because I'm on my... Oh, I know what I can do. Hang on.
I had to turn up the audio of my headphones. I'm dumb.
Oh. Well, I'll warn you before I turn them on again.
Well, please do.
Cat is on your shoulder. I wish my cats would like ride on my shoulders. That would be awesome. I had one when I was a kid who would let me do that. Snitch was pretty close to letting me do that. But these two, Simon has a lot of trauma. I don't know why. I do know that we were his third home, and I don't know what
Big chill on your shoulder.
I don't know what happened at his first home, but he met Leo. Like his owner previous to us got Leo when he was a kitten, and Simon was one. They're best buddies. They were well taken care of, but he has some trauma. Yeah. He has a lot of trauma, so he's very skittish of people. Except for like two people right now. He's actually... Chloe is one of them. The person you hear, that's Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe is one of them.
Hello.
He likes them a lot. And then my other friend Claire, who came to visit me for Christmas, he warmed up to right away. Like, was letting them pet him. And I was like, what the fuck?
Claire is a cat person.
Yeah, she's a cat person for sure. She has 3 cats herself, so. But
Okay.
he's making so much progress in the last like few months, guys, which I actually figured he wouldn't because I've been in the hospital so much. But like all of a sudden, he's like my friend Autumn. He started like if I'm not here when she's over and like she's sleeping in my room, he'll lay with her, which is shocking to me. But more shocking is my nurse and my case manager who come. My nurse comes once a week and has been for like what, a year or 2 years? No, a year?
Something like that.
No, she started coming I think in
Also, I don't think
March.
the crew can really hear me well because I'm listening through YouTube now.
It's okay.
I'm on Discord listening through YouTube and it's like barely hear me.
Yeah, that's okay. At least they'll know who I'm talking to. It won't be just me having a one-sided conversation. But like when my nurse comes now,
Alright, one more.
Simon doesn't run and hide anymore. Like he doesn't actively come see her,
Oh, now I can hear you.
but he doesn't run away anymore. And my case manager, he'll sit behind her now and he doesn't go hide. And that's humongous progress for this cat because he doesn't like people outside of like a very few, like me and Andrew. He'll pretty much let Andrew touch him at any point. He's still a little bit picky on it unless I'm home, unless I'm not home. If I am not home, he will happily snuggle with Andrew all day long. But he has he has a hierarchy of people. And I am on that top list. And then is Andrew, and then is probably Chloe and Autumn, or Chloe, Autumn, and Claire. And then is Hannah. He does not like Hannah. She harasses him a bit, so like not horribly, but like in the past if he needed to be picked up or something, she would just grab him. But he doesn't like her. Which is really funny because when we adopted them, he was putting on all the charm for her, letting her touch him, all this shit. And as soon as he came home, that's that. He doesn't like her. Now, if Andrew and I are both gone, he will, if Hannah doesn't have dogs or something, like this was before we got the dogs, mind you, or before we got Lyrica, the second dog. he would actually go sit. He would sit with Hannah if everybody in the house was gone, and that meant if autumn wasn't over or anything like that, everybody had to be gone, and he had to be desperate. Leo, on the other hand, is a little attention whore.
I remember it.
He is so like he's such a friendly cat. My case manager, he comes over and she has dogs and stuff, and he is just like rubbing all over her legs, her feet, her bag. He loves her. And he loves my nurse. But the problem with that is when my nurse is here, we're doing a sterile procedure. We are accessing my port. We have to keep him away from the sterile field. So he gets annoyed because we shoo him away all the time. But he absolutely loves her. Um, Andrew's I almost called him Andrew's brother-in-law. Andrew's brother came over for our Thanksgiving, and Leo absolutely loved it. He was at Jeremy's feet the whole dang time, purring his full head off. He liked Claire. Like, this cat likes everybody. He doesn't like to be picked up, though. Don't pick him up. He will not like that. But I love my cats so much. And it looks like we have the flea situation taken care of. I haven't seen any fleas. Now, I haven't combed them with the flea comb in a while. I've been brushing them instead, but it looks like we got rid of the fleas, or at least mostly got rid of the fleas. And it's amazing. They're not cranky anymore. They're not scratching all the time. Like Leo, poor thing, when he had fleas, he had spots on either side of his back, like halfway between his butt and his back, like middle back. He had like spots of like I thought it was hot spots when I first saw it. He was getting really pissy about me touching his back or brushing him. Like he loves to be brushed, and he was getting like mad at it all the time. And that's how I found out he had fleas because I started taking a look. And at first I looked and I saw like a bald spot with dry skin, and I'm like, oh, he has a hot spot. No, it was flea bites. And that poor thing was so damn miserable. Ugh. But we have the fleas taken care of now. We have to do flea treatment again as soon as I get paid to keep them gone. But yeah, that was a fiasco and a half. And unfortunately, the fleas were the start of a new reaction area for me and a new reaction type for me, kind of. Um, because there was so much in my bed, probably. I was breaking out along the entire backs of my leg, like horribly, hives, rashes. It looked like eczema, like it was bad. Thankfully, that's calmed down a lot. It does still hit when I have a reaction, it'll start to itch. And that's kind of how mast cell goes. It's like once you have a spot that reacts all the time, that's the spot that's going to react every time. My eyes do it, my arms do it, my legs do it now. It's great. But yeah, so I don't know. Oh, I've been playing Warframe. By the way,
Yeah,
I've
I
been
got stuck
playing
on that.
lots of Warframe the last few days. Really, I've already got like
My bad.
what 12 hours into it, probably, or 10 hours into
If
it.
not more.
No, it was like. Hang on, let's check Steam and see what it says. If it updated already.
It
10.6
should.
hours. And I've only been playing it for like 2 or 3 days. So I might be a little bit addicted, but it's a
Just
good
wait. I've
game.
got more games to get you hooked
It's
on.
a good game, and I really like it. It kind of reminds me of like when I used to play Halo years and years and years ago. But yeah, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. Ow. I like games that I can play with people a lot. You know, like Minecraft and Pokemon when we play together. Warframe. Anything that I can play with other people, I really like. Itchy. But I've discovered that at least.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I can play.
So hi.
Hi. I can play by myself, but it's not as fun. So yeah. What else do we got here? Um, I keep saying this, and I really need to do it. Now that I have a computer that has a good webcam and a good ability to do so, is record some reviews. I haven't
Nice.
done. Oh, I found a caboose, by the way. I don't know if it's mine or
Oh, you
yours.
did?
Yeah, I don't know if it's mine or yours.
Check it.
I will. It's in the other room. We cleaned out my hallway finally. Andrew cleaned my room right before Christmas, like the day before Christmas. He cleaned my room and vacuumed the main area, so it's now like in a manageable state. It was not manageable. He just got all the garbage out yesterday, and I gained access to my other room now because the way it works in our house, we have depression, ADHD, physical disabilities on my end. So we kind of suck at chores. Don't judge us for this, but we kind of do like a once a week garbage run probably. So as the sole person in the house that creates a ton of garbage, okay, no, Andrew does too, but not quite as much as me because he doesn't have medical stuff going on. But I create at least one bag of garbage a day, and I'm talking like 13-gallon kitchen garbage at least once a day. Just with medical stuff and whatnot. So I create a lot of garbage. But in order for it to not be in my room making me sick from the smell or anything like that, it goes in the hallway. And with all the hospital stuff and whatnot, nobody took out my garbage. And it finally got done.
It's gonna change when I'm moving.
I know. It finally got done yesterday. And I'm so happy because I threw my walker into the spare room and I was able to get to that closet that's outside my other room. And there were diapers. There were some diapers in there. There was a lot of garbage in there. But medical supplies, I found a ton of saline flushes that I didn't know I had. I found like 3 weeks worth of heparin flushes that I didn't know I had. Okay, I knew I had them. I just didn't. I don't remember. I didn't remember where they were. But I have found a special stash. Now, I knew they were there, but I couldn't access them, and I didn't know how many were there, and I found a lot more than I thought I had. Let's just say that. But I found like 3 port kits that I didn't know I had, and things like that, so I found a bunch of things in there, and I can start using it again, which is really nice. I can stack diapers over there again if I want to. Probably won't. Well, maybe I might. We'll see. I like to keep everything within my reach. Oh, you sent pictures? Okay, let me go look.
You sent pictures?
Oh, you have a Cyndaquil.
I want to see the pictures.
Here, babe, I'll show you. Hang on. Give me a second.
Yes.
I share my screen real quick so you can see.
Also, Jennifer.
Go. Okay, look at that, babe.
Oh. Oh, it's a block. And the Cyndaquil.
Yeah. Anyway.
Also, boop Yuki for me. Yuki a poke.
Yeah, when you have 2 people in the house that are full-time diapered, it's a lot. I'd go through probably 3 a day. 2 to 3 a day.
Yeah.
Depending on the day. Okay, guys. Anybody else excited for all the new Tykables diapers coming out? I know. It seems like not many people like Tykables, and that surprises me because they're so good. Hands down, best diaper on the market, in my opinion. Rears held that for me. Well, okay, no. Tykables has always been my favorite diaper on the market, but when they did the revamp of them, for when they used to be the Huggies or the Snuggies or whatever it is, they took away the extra large, and I couldn't use them for a long time. And then once they did have extra large, I was just slightly too big for them. But I've dropped 80 pounds. I dropped 100, gained 20 back. But when I dropped weight, I was able to wear them again, and I'm so happy because before that I was using Rears. I personally do not like ABU as a whole, but I think their diapers are shit. I don't find their diapers working for me at all. They're not high enough absorbency. They're mostly adhesive tape. So I like Tykables for that. But before Tykables, I was using Rears, and then Rears decided to change up the make of their diaper, and I got so mad. And they lost me as a customer as far as diapers go. I was buying $300 worth from them every month, hands down. And bye-bye. I haven't spent any money at Rears since then. Outside of buying pacifiers, maybe. But Um, I am hands down a Tykeable person now. Oh yeah, Tykeables are great. They're coming out with, they just redid their puppers. That one is supposed to be shipping by the 5th. It was supposed to ship middle of December. It was supposed to ship the 14th of December. It didn't. Now it's scheduled to ship by the 5th. And I was the stupid person. I always forget this about Tykeables. Word to the wise, if you have a diaper that is technically sort of a pre-order, don't mix it into an order with other diapers because they will wait to send it all. So,
Oh no.
Trest.
Do that again.
Trest diaper, I've heard some people say it holds like crazy. I have one person that I know and I trust a lot with diaper function and how it'll eventually work for me. And he said they're kind of shit. He's like, they don't hold nearly enough and the tapes give out. So I might try a sample of Trest, but I don't have any high hopes for them.
I can bite the bullet.
But Tykeables are the best. But they're coming out with a new Galactic diaper. They're coming out with a Potty Monster diaper. They're coming out with a Perfect Cafe one, which is like a cat themed one. They came out with Animus. There's another one I think I'm missing. The Deluge. Yeah, they redid the Galactic diaper. It's no longer got the characters on it. It's only $12 for a sample. I may do it. It's just that I'm not going to buy a full pack. And they're doing they redid their Dino Roar diaper. They look really good now. They had a really kind of funky version for a little while and everybody hated it, so they redid it. I need to charge my phone. So they redid it and now the design looks a lot better. I'm excited because I've never gotten to really get on the dinosaur craze other than Rears, and I don't like the Rears dinosaur print. It's not very cute. But yeah, I just wore one the other day. Blue camos, Camelots, Animus, and Waddlers, 3 of each. Ooh, nice.
Animus. I like the Animus, but they're not the best.
So my problem with the tapes, Jennifer, is that I do not go number 2 in my diapers, and I have no colon. So I am on the toilet sometimes 10 times a day. And I have to undo the tape to get it down, and that loses the stickiness. It stretches them out, like things like that. I don't do adhesive tapes real well because they just don't last long enough. So I personally won't use them on a regular basis when I have the option for Velcro. Now, if it was a good enough diaper like Tykeables is, then maybe. But Tykeables is only going to have like one diaper that has adhesive tapes if it stays that way. But I don't know. I seem like I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum as most of the ABDL community, who is like all Little for Big, Amazon, Rears, and ABU. Like everybody does ABU, it seems, and I hate them. Like their diapers have never performed well for me, ever, ever, ever. And I've even tried like the Peekaboos, the Simple Ultra. I've tried those, and the only ones I have not tried are their new ones, and that's because they decided to go with the Japanese sizing, and their large is now barely a medium, if that. Like they run really small now comparatively to what they are. They're very much so not American sizing in any way, shape, or form.
Which ones?
I try add XL diaper for blue camos are nice. I have some of those. I have to open up my case of diapers tonight. Because of all the hospital stuff, my diaper schedule got changed. So normally I buy diapers on the 3rd of the month, and I'm almost out when I order again. I'm a whole case ahead right now. So, yay. My favorite diaper at the moment from Tykeables is probably the Overnight. As far as function, I know they're supposed to be the same, But as far as function goes, I think that overnights are slightly different. When it comes to rears, I like the feel of their products before they are wet. Now they've changed it. I got confirmation from them on this. They changed the sap to pulp ratio, and it now does this squishy mess where it separates it. Like, I have thunder thighs. They push the padding around, and it causes the padding to basically separate to the front and to the back, and there's nothing in the middle. And they supposedly hold 11,000 milliliters. Nowhere near that. Even when it works properly and doesn't get squished, it's nowhere near. I leak those every time, and I never used to leak their diapers. I leak them every single time I wear them. But with Tykables, I almost never leak. So, hands down, Tykables all the way.
I remember the one time you did leak while I was there in the middle of the night.
That was a rears.
Yeah, you're like, hey, we need to change the sheets now. And I was like, what happened?
Yeah, I peed everywhere. Either that or I puked everywhere. I don't know which one.
No, you peed everywhere.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, let's get that sorted.
Yeah. Also, during that time was prime. My tube is going to pop open and puke itself everywhere. Because my one tube, this tube, I'll show you guys. I want to show you guys because I don't know if I've explained this, but here's my belly. You can see there's 2 tubes. This one is into my stomach, like my actual stomach, and it drains anything like bile, anything I drink, anything I eat, it drains it all out of here. This one is everything that goes into me. So currently there's just water in there. Ugh, I need to clean that again. This tube is getting old. I get a tube change on the 10th. This thing is ready to be changed out. But currently it's clear because there's Pedialyte in there. Normally it's like that color. But this is my in. All my meds go through there, all my water, all my food, and this is my out. Nothing goes in here and stays in there. So I do flush with water, like I do put water into my stomach sometimes, but that's purely to unclog the tube and get it to drain out. So, but anyway, what was I saying with that? I am Benadryl brained out the ass right now.
Yeah. Might be time for a nap.
It's 5:30.
Oh boy.
That's kind of late for a nap, but oh well. It's not like I have to do anything tomorrow.
I'm so sad that I can't be there with you for the stream.
Yeah, I know. I do have my nurse tomorrow, but that's it. Ew, look at that. Oops.
Oh.
Look at that grossness.
I just want to come over and talk with you.
Guys, we have 4 months till my move and about, 6 months probably till Chloe moves, and I can't freaking wait.
Yeah, I'm going to fly over in June.
I know, Yuki. I know.
What did Yuki say?
We need to talk more.
Oh. Yeah, we do need to talk more, Yuki.
I've just been so busy and so, like, mentally blah that I haven't been talking to anybody basically outside Chloe and a couple other people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this, but I mod on a server for Chronic Illness Group. We decided, like, before Thanksgiving, we decided that for the holidays we weren't going to do our meetings and stuff, and quite frankly, right now the server's kind of dead because all of us ended up in a flare right around the holidays, which is very common for our conditions to flare up in the wintertime. But all of us, like, I think there's 5 mods, all of us went through some sort of crisis right at the beginning of the holiday season. Like, we were talking to each other every day via text and things like that, and it just got to the point where we were all so busy with medical stuff that we've not done anything. I think I've said one thing in that server in 3 months, basically 2.5 months. Like, it's just been so nonstop in my life that Yeah. And I started modding for another server now. It's a polyamorous server, and it's cool. It's some people. By the way, if you want to follow somebody really cool on TikTok that's polyamorous, Nikki Rainbow, I think it is. Nikki Rainbow MV or something. They're really cool. You get a pretty good education. They're from Australia, and they are awesome. But I help mod their Discord now, and that's been new within the last few days. I'm only doing that. But I'm starting to get back to being able to function, like with the 2B pads and things like that. You know, I'm able to sit up and sew a lot more now. I have to be careful with it because it does aggravate my nerve a little bit if I use the wrong scissors when I'm doing that. I have phantom pump.
That's what I'm gonna be for.
I have phantom pump beep right now.
Oh boy.
I think my feeding tube pump beeps all the time when it's not.
That's what I'm gonna be for when
Nuh-uh.
all the sewing, I'll be doing all the scissors.
No, I like doing the cutting out. That's one of my favorite parts.
Really?
I enjoy it quite a bit. I will let you learn to sew on a different sewing machine. Nobody touches my sewing machine.
Yeah, no, I'm not touching your sewing machine. That thing is, for one, too expensive.
Andrew keeps asking me to teach him. Andrew keeps asking me to teach him how to sew, and I'm like, no, not till you buy a sewing machine, because you're not touching mine. It already has one problem that I remedied, but it's kind of annoying. My sewing machine is very high tech. It's got like a touch screen and everything, but it ties it off for you, and then it's supposed to cut the thread as well. My thread cutter messed up, so it doesn't cut the thread at the end. I have to, but that's not a big deal. I don't really care. I also don't really care.
Well, hi, Celine.
Hello.
Kai is streaming, so once you unmute.
Oh, server muted. Sorry. There you go.
There you are.
But yeah. Hello.
Kai's streaming.
I'm on YouTube.
I'm watching the chat. Making sure nobody comes in and does anything crazy.
Yes. Oh my God. So when I spent so much time in the hospital last year, the IV pumps, they all go off. Like if one starts, they all start. And I still hear those things in my dreams that I don't remember. But yeah, my feeding tube, I literally just grab the bag all the time because I'm like, I hear beeping. And it's not actually beeping. I'm like, oh, this thing drives me nuts. But that's also because it went through a period of time where it kept being a butthead. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, we're almost at an hour. I am Benadryl brained out the ass right now, so I might go take a nap. Hi, Tristan. I do like Philip Yuki. He's cute. We don't have an IKEA close enough, so I can't go get one. I don't know where there is an IKEA. Is there one in Kansas?
Don't worry about it. I will grab one while I'm in Sweden.
And put it where?
In my backpack.
No, you will squish hims. We'll just go to IKEA here. I think there's one in Kansas City. I just don't know where in Kansas City.
I mean, it would probably be easier for me to get one in Sweden. Just take them in a suitcase and bring them.
Baby, your suitcases are going to be full.
Not necessarily. I pack light.
You're moving.
So everything's going to be put in the storage shipping box.
You got to pack into your suitcases what you'll need just in case the storage unit box is delayed. So you're going to need essentials.
Yeah, I packed 7 outfits, 12 pairs of socks, and then, like, my tech stuff, like my laptop. I don't need much to function.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hang it up. I'm going to go take a nap before I zone the heck out because Benadryl is kicking in hard now.
Oh,
unless
I'll get it for you.
Unless I play Loopy, my Oriframe, which I might do. We shall see. But I'm probably going to take a nap. Anyway, I will see you guys hopefully sometime next, well, I guess it's this week technically. But have an awesome day. Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful day, everyone.